What's going on YouTube? Today is November 23rd, 2025, 11:29 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Let's check some metal prices, baby. And I'm going to tell you something I've been seeing lately, going around, and I don't like it. Gold, 53.61, down 13.61 for the day. Silver, 49.91, up 2 cents for the day. Platinum, 37.99, up 11.04 for the day. Palladium, 14.11.25, up 11.50 for the day. GSR, 81.25. So, something I've been seeing, a trend if you will, is, and I'm not just talking about Nickel's recent video, that was bad enough, but I'm talking about other channels, some of them who have a decent following, and I don't know if it's because they're trying to get views, because some people are priced out of silver or think they're priced out of silver. I don't know if it's because they're idiots. I don't know what it is. By the way, nothing in this video is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions. These are merely mine. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I will say that one more time. Now, having made that disclaimer, a lot of people, well, I don't know about a lot, but more than usual, are doing the copper bullion stacking train thing again. And it blows my mind. There are 14.7? It's almost 15 ounces of copper, of troy ounces in a pound. How many troy ounces in a pound? We're going to ask. 14.583.
Equivalent to 14.583 troy ounces.
Okay, so it's closer to 14.6. Now, if you look at copper, you don't want to stack it in bullion form. Unless you can get it at spot, but where does that happen? So I looked, a lot of places, unless you buy like 50 or more, you're looking at about $2.49 for an ounce of copper. Copper's sitting around $5 last I looked yesterday. So $2.49 times 14.5. $36. Over $36 to stack a pound of copper. And it's priced in pounds. It's give or take $5 a pound. So you would need that to more than 6x to get your money out of it. Now, it bothers me when I hear channels telling people that. I've heard stories of people going into coin shops. I've seen a little bit of it, not much, but I've seen a little bit of it, where people go in there to sell their silver, and a lot of LCSs copper, excuse me, a lot of LCSs don't buy or sell copper. At least not in any measurable amounts, if at all. Some do. And they're blown away when they find they get pennies on the dollar for what they paid for their bullion. Now, if you're going to play the copper game, this is just my opinion, bullion's probably the worst way to do it. I've had great luck with certain copper stocks. I mean, great luck. I'm talking really good returns. Really good returns. I think copper's great to play in the paper markets. If you come across copper pennies, I think that's a good way to go. If you can play the game of getting scrap legally, not like the tweakers, but legally like Cigars does it, Silver Cigars, and take that in to the refiner or the scrap yard, whoever you sell it to, that is a phenomenal way to stack copper if you have the space and you can get the metal. Bullion is not the way to go. And some of the channels pumping copper bullion stacking are hating on silver. Talking about how it's not performing well. Well, it's performing very well. Look where it was 3.5 months ago, 4 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. Silver's performing very well. And if you think that copper in bullion form is going to perform for you as well as silver, gold, or platinum, or even palladium, you are out of your mind. I think people have a responsibility to know what they're talking about and be transparent and honest with what they're talking about. When you get on here and you start pumping copper bullion, that's irresponsible, in my opinion. Now, it's okay to stack a few for fun. It smells funny to me, but that's okay. I know I'll never get my money out of this. I mean, maybe in 50 years, but I'll be dead. It's okay to stack copper bullion to meet the minimum shipping threshold if you're, $3, $4, $5, $6 away, whatever. If you're ordering on a website, that's cool. Oh, by the way, if you could take a moment to hit the like and the subscribe, drop a comment so I know you're here, show some love. I think we're about 34, 36 subs away from 3,000. I'd love to hit that by Christmas. 'Tis the season of giving and generosity, my people. That's okay. But if you are stacking it because some jackwagon with a YouTube channel has told you that copper bullion's potentially a great way to go to protect your wealth, you need to learn about what that topic is all about. You need to crunch the numbers. You need to look at performance, long-term performance of copper, and B, you probably need to stop listening to that person. It doesn't mean they're wrong about other stuff, but to be that wrong, to be that blind, would make me question a lot of what they said. Now, this isn't meant to offend any channel that's doing this. I am disappointed in you for doing so. Your beliefs are yours alone, and if you believe that's going to happen, you're out of your mind. But that's your right to believe, but to put that ideology out there in people's minds, that hopium, because copper's so cheap. And it is. It's very cheap. Not if you stack it in bullion form. Percentage-wise, it's horribly expensive. But to put that ideology in people's minds, shame on you. And I'm not going to call individual channels out for doing it. But it's disgusting. It's shameful. And these are people's lives. People's wealth. And sure, they should be smart enough not to fall for it, but come on, don't contribute to it. And again, I've done well with paper, copper, ETFs, stocks. I've done well, cigars has done well with silver scrap, very well. A lot of people have done okay, or very well with copper pennies, as long as they're not overpaying for them. That's where you want to be with copper, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions. Hit that like, hit that subscribe as a reminder. Drop that comment. Show that love. Let's get this channel to 3,000 people. I always try to keep it real. I always try to be honest. Love me, hate me. At least I'm honest. Thank you, Hero Bullion, for another bullion delivery. At this time, I do not have any orders that I can remember out, and I'm usually pretty good at remembering that, so it's bittersweet. This actually came yesterday. It was sitting in my secure mailbox until tonight, and I admit it. And it's bittersweet, I got something to add to the stack, but I got nothing coming, nothing to look forward to that way. So we'll see what we can do about that. I have been toying with a major financial purchase, possibly. I think at this point I've set a 1-year goal for something and a 2 to 3 year goal for the same thing after that. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense per se, but I need to do more research. I need to do more thinking about this. I need to do more planning. I need to come up with an execution on what I'm going to do. if I'm going to do it, which I think I am. I'm almost certain. And then we'll talk about that. But it does involve some land, purchasing some land. That's goal number one. And I think I know where I'm going to do it. And we're talking acreage. And I have a plan for 2 to 3 years, hopefully longest case scenario after that land is purchased. So, like I said, I need to do a little bit more research on that, but I've toyed with the idea for years. I've never really looked into it. I've never studied it enough, and I've really been doing that over the last couple of days, and hell, I'm excited. And it's with an end goal, a vision in mind. That being said, one more time, let's get to 3,000 subs. Please, y'all, I need that help. I need those views. I need those likes. I need those comments. I need that love. And whatever you do, be very careful with stacking copper bullion outside of a few rounds here and there for fun to hit that shipping threshold. If you believe that stacking copper bullion is better than stacking gold, platinum, silver, or palladium, I think you're a nut. I think you're delusional. And I think you need to research that further. Keep stacking.